Welcome to Upturned Table. I'm Jeremy, and we are playing John Carter of Mars, the Dying World of Barsoom. And with me for our second session, I have Matt and Will. Hello, guys.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
All right, so let's start with a little recap of what happened last time. I can just read through this, and please feel free to add anything or make any corrections if I'm getting some facts wrong. So our first scene last week was von Klümt was testing an experimental airship above Cairo for the Kaiser and flew into a red cloud that engulfed the ship, and he found himself naked on the sands of Barsoom, naked and face down on the sands of Barsoom.
Just another Friday night.
And after testing your new physical abilities and covering your nakedness, you sought some shade and immediately fell unconscious from this amazing amount of exertion that you were doing. You didn't realize you had exerted yourself so hard. And then enter Za Goren, a green Martian Beastmaster Ranger, herding a group of smaller thoats that were to be sold to the Red Martians in Helium. He finds our von Klümt pass out in the shade, awakens him by speaking Barsoomian and with the telepathic voice that allows him to understand what's being said. Za recognizes him as Barsoomian and offers to take him to Helium for aid. After traveling for a few hours, you're approached by a glider, which I think they actually call flyers in the flyers and airships. Flyers in the book, containing a Red Martian family on a scientific expedition. Nalan Tir is the father, his son Tirolnal and daughter Tiranal are excited and very interested to meet a Barsoomian and offer assistance to fly you back to Helium to help you on the journey. As you're loading up, an airship approaches from the north containing a group that reveals themselves to be Scoma and her Eidolon agents. They attempt to kidnap the family, first distracting you outside the airship and sending a little group to the flyer to grab the family. Fight ensues. Von Klümt uses his new physical abilities to defend the family, and Za Goren holds Scoma and her agents with intimidation near the ship. Scoma summons a mind-controlled Banth, which is a Barsoomian lion with 10 legs, and Za Goren locates the control plate on the Banth, disables it, neutralizing the Banth, and destroys the circlet that Scoma used to control the animal. So they decide to retreat after the failed kidnapping, so Scoma and her agents are pursued. She is almost caught, but is saved from capture by sniper fire that Za Goren suspects maybe from a green Martian.
Green Martian.
Yes. Oh, yes. A dishonorable. A dishonorable.
Put that in there. Make sure that's in the notes.
A dishonorable. Yes, definitely. Using dishonorable tactics of blind long-range shooting. The characters and family escape and arrive safely at Nalan Tir's residence in Lower Helium. So that's where we'll pick up. You took off from the Barsoomian desert and soon arrived in the flyer in Lower Helium. So on the landing pad in Lower Helium, where the residents, where the scientists' residents are. So Nalan Tir's home. So there we are. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the illustration they're using for Helium. So yeah, Helium's a walled city, and there's kind of two districts, an upper and a lower district. The lower district, I guess, is more merchants and residential, and the upper district is more, governmental and, kind of a little bit upper class, lower class, or working class and upper class. So we can put you guys anywhere. So there isn't really a perfect depiction. Where are you guys? Okay, we'll just I'll just put you into the scene just for now.
The Green Martian's flying above the city.
Yeah, that's not really a good. I should have come up with a graphic like a breakout of a room or something. But do I have? Oh yeah, nothing. Yeah, so feel free to put your tokens anywhere, and put your names and tokens anywhere you want. At the top of the tallest tower. And where is our? Oh yeah, and I could only find a gray-haired. We can maybe make these a little bit bigger too. So 10 is probably a little easier to see.
I had a name. I wonder why it disappeared.
Oh, because I think a new scene. It's probably preserved in the previous scene.
How do you add your name?
Oh, on the label. If you click on it and it shows that color palette, and then there's a label. Type after the label. Oh yeah, I guess I'll do that so I don't have to keep referring to my notes. So anything you guys want to add to the recap? Any?
How many legs did that lion have?
I think it had 10.
Wow.
I assumed it was 6 at the beginning, but I think it's 10. It was crazy legged.
Either way, it's too many.
Yes. All right. And also, if you are under your luck, under your maximum luck, you receive 1 point from the successful thwarting and heroic actions in that previous session.
All right.
So 1 luck point each. Yeah, they recommend luck is awarded pretty regularly. They're saying like 1 to 3 luck per hour of gameplay in a session is pretty common. So I guess if things get more actiony, we'll dish out the luck a little bit more so you guys can take advantage of that mechanic. So that also means that. So that'll put you guys both at your maximum. So
I was at max to start with. Yeah.
No, I was down 2, so I'm at 3 now.
Oh, 3. Okay, so 3 and 3, so 6. Okay, so the threat then this session will start at 6.
Oh.
How much?
That means snipers show up and.
How much did that lion cost?
Yeah, right. Yeah, the line was only supposed to be 2, but I paid 3. I was overpaying, but it was a very effective lion. All right. Yeah, so threat is...
it ran over to me, then laid down.
Yep. It was very... It showed its mind control plate and then sat there. Very, very neutralized. All right. And so, then we'll put the kids...
I mean, I guess if we want to... One other note is that I did leave my herd out under the care of my, trained...
yes.
Mama thoat.
There you go. Yes.
So, they're out there just grazing and wandering. I figure I'll go back and gather them at some point in the future.
Right. Yeah, that's good. That is a good note. That you do have. And so, so what did you bring everything from your thoat? So your spear and rifle. Did you take everything you could?
Yeah, I think I even would have because I'm letting her out loose. I think I even would have taken her saddle and stuff off. I think because she's basically in charge of. I mean, it's not really, but she's trained, and I figured the smaller ones will hang out with her. So I just let them do her thing, which I imagine they're pretty docile, probably if they aren't.
Yes,
being trained for war, so yeah.
Yeah, I think the herd would be pretty easy to wrangle, and her being a larger breed, would easily be able to dominate the herd. So they'll be there when you need them. Okay. All right, so we are in the residence, which for the most part seems to just be a large laboratory. So the whole floor of this looks rather old residence The living quarters are quite Spartan, and the whole floor has been converted into a massive study and research lab. And it seems like the whole family is involved. Each of them has a kind of a desk and a study area, and then the laboratory looks to be shared. And so, if you want to look around, you can get some idea. And I think he's already kind of explained his area of research, like what they were attempting to, what he's studying and what they may have been attempting to do.
I want to have him sort of recap where they were headed when we ran into them, and maybe again why those other people attacked him.
Sure. So why don't you roll reason and passion?
Reason and passion.
And that'll help you.
How do we do that again in this system? Oh, that's right. The dice thing over here. Here we go.
The dice tray. Yes. Yeah, we got.
I imagine that I'm seeing how we're not out in the wild and we're not in immediate danger. I imagine I just lay down somewhere and do the soldier power nap thing of, they're talking stuff I'm not too interested in, and we're not in danger. This is my moment to catch up on the Z's.
Great. Yeah. That totally makes sense.
All right. I got my target number was 12. I got a 6 and an 8, so 2 successes.
Nice. And what was your lower stat? What were your stats?
5.
Oh, okay.
Or no, my lower stat. Hold on.
Between reason and passion.
Yes, it was a passion of 5 and a reason of 7, so 5.
Okay. All right. So Nalan Tir is of course. So he seems to be very, very scattered. His children are bringing in the crates of the supplies. They're going to go through everything and find out what was missing. He had a little bit of confirmation previously on the airship from Tira that it doesn't seem like any of the crucial journals or anything were missing. So they're going to go through and kind of do a little bit of an inventory and see if there's anything that needs replaced. Nalan Tir does seem a little scattered, and he was very flustered by that attack. And he said, "Yes, of course. So let me explain. We were, of course, on our way to the ruined city of Korvas. Previously, my son Tyrol, who kind of operates as our scout, he's of course a little bit less interested than my wonderful daughter in the actual research and the science of what we're doing, but he's a very accomplished scout. He has helped us survey the area, and from the archive has retrieved from the city archive, from the helium resources, has retrieved maps of the area. The ruined city of Korvas contains what I believe is ancient scientific information that will allow me to continue my research and may even give me more insight into the workings of the red Martian brain. As I explained before, neuroscience is my specialty, and my dear wife passed away from a brain injury that was untreatable with our current and very, very effective healing technologies. But of course, the brain is something that's still a bit of a mystery to us in our current state. So the ancient archives below the city of Korvas were our destination, and we were attempting to retrieve some ancient data of their medical technology that may assist us in my research.
And have you ever encountered those people before?
Yes, I was. Of course, I promised to tell you the story. Yes, previously, I would say maybe a little more than a week ago, the woman that we saw who introduced herself to me as a Scoma approached me, and she had a large green Martian bodyguard that was introduced to me as Jaggs. They offered a partnership with me to hire me for their project that they were discussing. The project involved something very, very close to my area of specialty, the control of intelligent creatures to make intelligent creatures, obedient and suggestible. And of course, that sounds like exactly the opposite use of what I'm more interested in the healing and repair of neurological function. And Scoma seems to have some idea that my knowledge and my research can be twisted into this way to create mind control for intelligent beings. And so, of course, I refused, and they left with a threat. What I interpreted as a bit of a threat that they'll be seeing me again, and so I'm just assuming that the conflict that we had with them and their airship was them following up on that threat. But I'm still not quite sure how they knew the day and time and location of our expedition. How they would have been able to follow us so easily. That's still of some concern. I don't know what. I don't know how any of that information would have been available to them.
Is there a window or anything where we are?
Oh yes, yeah. It's elevated, so you're on a higher floor, and the landing pad is just outside, and there are windows to the city.
Okay, Von Klumpt's gonna go to the window and look out, and you're likely being watched.
Oh dear. Well, that does seem to make sense, and as we saw in the desert, they seem to have some significant long-range capabilities.
I'll kind of perk up when he says they're being watched. Open my eyes.
Von Klumpt looks down at what he can see of the city and is like, of course, I am the last person to spot anything sticking out here. Do you know where they're from? Like, if they have a place here in the city?
I believe that they are from Helium, but I'm not sure where they would reside. I'm not even sure. I know that identifying themselves as related to Eidolon, I know that the Eidolon group, cult, if you might call them that, does have a few camps located outside of the city, but I believe Scoma herself is a red Martian of some status, so she may have a residence here in Helium.
Quick question about the city. It's a red Martian city, right?
Yes.
Like, the general populace is red Martians. I'm assuming you would randomly see other, like, a green Martian isn't impossible to see, but it's rare.
Right. Yeah, probably more rare, and you would just be trading, or like Jaggs. Some of the green Martians you would see would just be hired muscle and people that had been, kicked out of their tribes or disgraced somehow. So you would see them, being used for kind of in mercenary ways, or merchants. I think that would be the two most common sites for for green Martians in a red Martian city. But so in this era, there is a much more, and so trade probably wouldn't have existed in previous eras. So this is a much more peaceful era where you would see more of a mixing, and you do even see the occasional yellow Martian who have notoriously, were almost legendarily isolated and thought to be no more than a myth anymore. But you do see the occasional yellow Martian as well.
Okay,
they are legendary swordsmen. So,
go ahead.
So one thing, as Von Klumpt is watching out the window, he notices that Tira seems to be a bit fascinated with him. So she has kind of finished her inventory and is just kind of like staring fondly at Von Klumpt. So maybe you can't quite tell, a combination of maybe scientific fascination and also just intrigued by the exotic look oppression.
He'll brush his mustache a little bit and kind of ignore the child the way he was when he was a child.
Roll for trauma. Oh, all right. So she has a pretty her gaze isn't broken, and she kind of very strongly just watches everything you do with a look of fascination and fondness.
That's when von Klumpt notices the sword cut in his makeshift kaftan and asks if they have a bandage or something.
Oh, right. Oh, yes, of course. I'm sure. Let me get your name again, good sir. I don't want to call you the Jasumian. Please, what was your name or title? How should I refer to you?
He instantly stands up, rod straight. Lukas Uwe von Klumpt, and clicks his heels to no effect because he's not wearing boots, and nods his head.
May I address you as Lukas then?
Von Klumpt is fine.
Okay, von Klumpt. Thank you again for your assistance in the desert. I'm very, very grateful, and to thank you even further, I would definitely offer to take you to the merchant area of the city and re-equip you. It seems like what you're wearing is a kind of a makeshift, temporary type garment. I think you would feel more comfortable and would fit in a bit better if you wore a harness like we red Martians do.
Equipped, yes. I will need a coat, breeches, high boots, a heavy belt, and a helmet if you have one.
I see. Well, I'm afraid here in Helium, probably the boots and the belt are about as well as we'll be able to do. As you can see, we dress quite differently, maybe than you're suspecting. It's been explained to me that the people of Barsoom are actually quite modest and quite maybe due to your colder, wetter climate, you're much more covered than we here on Barsoom. But I will be able to secure you as well as I can some garments that fit your station as a Jarsumian. I assume military from your demeanor. You were involved in the military of Barsoom?
You may assume that, yes.
Certainly. And how about weapons? Is there any equipment that you would prefer? I see that you have a dagger. You still have a dagger. Is there anything else? We often equip ourselves with both sword and pistol in Helium.
Sword and pistol would be excellent.
Okay. All right. Well, and then as Nalan is thanking you and making his offer of gratitude, his little shopping offer, Tyrol says, "My maps, my father. It seems that we've lost some of my survey maps and the what I had produced to guide us on our expedition. They will need to be replaced. I can go to the Helium archive and have that done. Would you also like me to secure the equipment and gear for von Klumpt here? I can do that as well." So, yeah, the son offers to. He's going to have to replace the map so he can make the trip. And Nalan doesn't see any problem with that. So he says, "Of course," and he gives some money to his son, and so Tyrol wanders off.
Well,
now, yes.
As he starts to get up, if Klumpt here thinks that you're being watched, should we send Your boy out alone?
That's actually a very good point. What do you suggest? Should we hire someone to secure this equipment? We will of course need those maps. My son is correct. His the information that he has the information that he has about the city itself is quite necessary to. We need to document that as we before we proceed on the expedition.
I could go with him if you wanted. If you don't want to pay for something.
Oh, well, very good. Yes, a green Martian such as yourself, I'm sure, is very capable of protecting my son. So please, that would I would be very grateful. And,
Nalan Tir.
Yes.
Do you possess a spyglass of some sort?
Oh, I'm sure I have something. And he begins rummaging through some small metal boxes and things that are on shelves. Yes, and he procures a spyglass that will give you some increased viewing distance. So just a single just as extendable, like a telescoping spyglass.
Excellent.
That you can use.
Von Klumpt will take it, and then. And is there a way for me to get on your roof?
Of course. The launch, the landing pad, should be one of the highest points of this building. So if you would like to, look at the city from out there, I'm sure that would be. It's not, of course, it's not very secure. You're very out in the open, but you would be able to see very easily most of most of Lower Helium.
Okay, so my plan is to get on the roof with the spyglass and watch them as they leave.
Oh, okay.
And just try to determine if I see anyone sort of like staking out the place, basically.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So, so Tyrell and Za Goren will exit the residence. So they're going down to street level. So Tyrell is kind of leading the way to the merchant district, and Von Klumpt is out on the landing pad and the flyer from previous the very damaged. That's right, the very damaged flyer, which is something that Nalan in his distraction hasn't addressed yet. So the father and daughter stay in the residence and continue to go through their equipment and everything for the expedition. And why don't you make for that roll? What? So maybe cunning and reason, or cunning. Yeah,
I like cunning and reason.
Okay, yeah. Give that a shot. And we'll make this just for the fun of it. We'll make this a contested roll.
All right. So this is a 15. So I got an 8 and a 7. So let's see what I roll here.
Who would possibly be contesting it? We're just walking around the city.
Yes, right.
All right. 2 successes.
Oh, nice. Okay. Let's see. How will we resist that? What's a common defense? Okay. All right, 2 successes. So I got a single success. So yeah, you have so I get that doesn't. I haven't generated any momentum. You generated 1, but nothing cancels out. So yeah, you have 1 momentum.
All right.
From that, and you do see from your vantage point on the landing pad, you do see on a few of the rooftops, kind of some of the lower residences, that different sides of the building that you're in are being watched by gold-masked agents. The bright Barsoomian sun is occasionally glinting off of those masks, making them not very practical. But the agents have there are Eidolon agents staking out the residents as well, so they've seen the sun and Za Goren leave.
Do they peel off to follow him, or they don't?
No, they stay. Yeah, they stay in their positions. So yeah, there's been no movement. They stay in their positions, but you do see a few from your vantage point. You can see a few different sides of the building, and you notice that you're being staked out.
Okay. Well, I will try to make mental note of their positions, and then just keep waiting for Za Goren and Tyrell to return.
Okay. All right, and so Tyrell leads you to the merchant area. Maybe it's been a while since you've been in a busy Martian city like Helium. So Za Goren is pretty amazed by the arrays of merchants and the things from all over Barsoom that are available in a city like Helium. And he leads you to a few different stalls, and you secure a harness that would fit, an adult male, red Martian, a standard pistol, and a sword. And then he asks you to hold these, and then leads you to the archive. So the archive is just a city, like a local government building where he is going to reproduce the maps needed for the area. So they're like rough survey maps that he will then, using some of his notes, recreate what he's seen. So that's a bit boring for you, and you probably probably don't crouch down into the tiny archive room. You probably just wait outside the door.
Yeah. If it seems secure, yes.
Yes, yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, you don't see anything but red Martians, and you didn't get any sort of feeling. You just your natural sense that you wouldn't have to roll for. You don't feel like anybody is pursuing you. Felt a little bit odd as you left the building, but as you're moving through the markets, there's nothing unusual, and it's actually a bit overwhelming and distracting. You're used to much less civilization than this.
Okay, well, I'll check out the pistol. I'll make sure that its plutonium thing is locked in good and isn't going to fall out. Klumpt the next time.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good idea to take a look at the equipment, because you may be able to explain its function to Von Klumpt. Just it is a little bit of a variation. It's a very standard variation of what you saw the family with. So yeah, you can explain its function to the Barsoomian to help him help him use it correctly with without complication. All right. So Tyrell has some papers with him. He's produced something from a very kind of primitive machine. So they were like everything seemed to be kind of on plates, and he was putting these plates on machines, and then actually got some what looked like paper hard copies of things. And so he rolls a larger one up and tucks it under his arm and says, that's it. We're all set then. So we can return home. Is there anything that you would like to see in the city before we return back to my residence?
I don't have any need for anything here. Let's head back. Though I would like to get your opinion on something.
Yes.
Boots. Don't forget boots.
Boots. So telepathically, that's right. Yes. So yeah, we have as Nalan Tir, yeah, promise. So we have some boots and a very standard harness, but useful, kind of a it will be useful for strapping your pistol and sword too. So boots and a hopefully well-fitting boots. Maybe we'll have to roll for that to see how well everything fits.
Do they come up just below the knee and they're shiny black? Probably not. Probably not.
Tan and ankle high.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Yeah, though they probably will be a little bit on the disappointing side. So, what did you want to ask, Tyrell?
Well, I was distracted talking to Scoma when the scuffle happened on your ship.
Yes.
I didn't get a good read on Von Klumpt. He seemed a capable fighter.
He was amazing. He was even able to somewhat figure out the use of our weapons, which I'm sure are completely alien to him. But his physical abilities were. I've heard of Barsoomians with this amazing leap and this amazing strength, but I'd never seen it before, so it was quite impressive, quite amazing to see firsthand.
I know he's strong. Did he know how to fight, or did he just overpower them?
Yes. Well, his fighting technique was very different than anything that I've seen. In terms of Barsoomian traditions of combat, a little crude, a little confusing, but he seems capable. I think in a fight, and he also does seem to have some ability to go undetected. I was amazed during one part of the fight. He seemed to just slip away, and of course we didn't know where he was again until he was until the on the airship. He showed up in the airship, so he seems to have some skill, possibly as a master of disguise, some sort of either some sort of theatrical actor, or perhaps a spy of some kind. Perhaps he has training from his world.
Okay, the stories I've heard of others from his land. I don't want your fine family getting mixed up with trouble.
I appreciate your concern. Of course, my father and sister seem to be enamored with him on a scientific level. I think they're very curious. Their minds make them very curious of all of the biological differences and things. So I'm not quite sure they can see clearly, but I appreciate you saying that. We don't know exactly why he is here or what his motivations are, but in the history of this world, as I'm sure you know, the appearance of a Barsoomian usually is a portent of amazing change. So we'll have to see if that means the same for this Von Klumpt.
Okay. I'm just not able to read him.
Yes, I can understand that, as I feel the same. He has a something deceptive about him. There is there's something that does not quite what he always appears to be.
Yes.
And one thing I know, we were my father seems to be a bit confused about how we were followed so easily. My suspicion is that my sister, when she was gathering research materials at the institute, at the Science Institute in the city, I'm sure she let slip very irresponsibly our plans because my father is a scientist of note, and maybe just for her own ego was bragging about the expedition we were about to undertake. So I would suspect that would be the source of how we were found out. I don't trust her. I don't trust her ability to keep keep anything confidential when it means that it makes her look greater in the eyes of other scientists. Just a warning. And I want to also, just as this equipment is a gift of thanks to the Jasumian, I would like to thank you as well. You seem to quite capably and without even drawing blood keep a large group of the Eidolons away from us. I thank you very much for keeping my family safe.
Of course. I just want to keep you safe, and he has so many names, and I can't imagine that he's killed that many great warriors. It seems like he's... I don't know if what he's even told me is true or not. So just be wary.
I understand.
As long as he's with you, I think I should stay here too.
We appreciate that very much. I know the ancient histories between our peoples were not good, but in recent times there have been great alliances between Red and Green Martians. So I appreciate your devotion to our safety.
Of course, and of course, I want to get back to my herd, but that will come in due time.
Of course. All right. So shall we return?
Yes.
Okay. So you make your way back down the marketplace towards the residence, and this time as you're approaching the residence, you're actually able to see this. It doesn't even take a roll. You're able to see that the Eidolon agents are making their presence a little bit more known on the rooftops. You notice that there it seems to be a little bit of intimidation, but as you're returning back, a few of the buildings, the lower buildings on the approach to the residence, they're stationed a gold masked agent wearing a flowing white cloak.
Well, I'll spot them back, like make eye contact as best I can with them wearing a mask and being a little bit distant, but make it apparent that I see them, and I don't know, I try to present that I'm annoyed that they're there, not that I'm scared, for lack of a picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there are probably some Barsoomian hand gestures that green aliens would use if you'd like to express yourself.
Yeah.
In a stronger way.
You
All
have
right.
the best rude sign language because you got extra hands.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They can be very intricate indeed.
Do I see them coming back?
Yes. Yeah. Of course. Yes. Oh, that's right. So if you've kept your position on the landing pad, you've noticed that the Eidolon agents are making their presence known, and there's a surprising number of them now, kind of dotted around the area of the residence, and you're seeing them return. And Za Goren seems to have his arms full of supplies and equipment that's been secured for you, and Tyrrell is carrying some rolled papers.
I want to use my Jasumian bounding ability to leap to them if I can.
Oh, okay.
And try to superhero land to intimidate all these weirdos that are watching us.
All right, nice. Okay, excellent. Yeah. So they're easily within range. So yeah, if you'd like to bound off the roof or bound off the landing pad down to street level, that works.
And humming "Flight of the Valkyries" the whole time.
Okay. All right. So if you want to roll for that, if you think that you want to make that even more, generate some momentum, you can actually make that it's very easy for you. So it would be like a difficulty 0 roll, but if you want to do it with flourish, and yes, also with the chance of like falling on your face, but you can you can roll. I
very much want to do a flourish, so maybe like daring and passion.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. those are terrible. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
It's a 9. Oh! One of them. I got one of them.
Okay, well that's good. So because it was difficulty 0, that generates a momentum. So you can spend that for effect, or you can bank it.
I will bank it.
Okay.
But when I'm down there, I'm going to look up at my big green friend and say, have you seen our watchers?
And I'll point at 4 of them.
Nice.
All at the same time, right?
All at the same time, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Wish I could do that. And then I'll look at the kid with the stuff and like reach towards the gun. Oh, is that for me?
Well, that's right. I guess I dropped your stuff because I was carrying it.
You were carrying it. Sorry.
I was carrying it. But it's all in my harness. It's like a knapsack for me, so it's fine.
I'll hold the little desert boots up awkwardly. Oh, thank you.
Yes,
I'll show them real quick where the release is. I'm like, don't hit that, or the battery will fall out. The power cell will fall out.
Mm-hmm. I'll draw the sword and do a little test fencing with it in the air. That'll do.
So Tyrell, the son says, so is everything to your liking, Von Klumpt? This is a very standard red Martian gear, so it will help you fit in very well, and also it is very very sturdy and very effective weapons.
Mm-hmm. Pat him on the head. It's all quite adequate.
All right.
I notice there's no coat or breeches.
Yes. I'm sure if you'd like, capes are often worn in the desert, that can be drawn around you if you would like something like that. But as you can see, most of us merely wear a harness and footwear.
Yes, I've noticed. Well, let's go talk to your father about this.
All right. And as you're making your way back up the residence, you hear a scream, and a female scream, and there's a sound of scuffle through the floors. You can hear, and as you approach the level of the residence,
I immediately bolt up the stairs.
Okay. So you make your way up the stairs, and if you so the door is closed. So would you like to?
Don't have time for that. I'm running through the door.
Okay. So you knock the door easily aside, and you see Nalan Tir is on the floor, kind of leaning against, holding his head and leaning against one of the cabinets in his laboratory, and he seems very confused and a little bit dazed. Oh dear, I don't know what happened. She's gone. Tira's gone. Oh, I can't. Oh, and so he starts to. Oh, yes.
I'll keep running then to I don't know, up, I guess, to the landing pad. I don't know where else.
Oh, okay, sure.
Would escape from.
Sure. It looks like Well, why don't you roll something to give some observation here? So maybe that'll help give you some more information. So maybe cunning and reason, or cunning and
absolutely. That's what I'm absolutely the best at. Let's do that.
How old are the kids, Jeremy?
They seem to be early 20s, university age. Yeah, they're not children. They're not little children. They're and they look. Tira is a fully mature woman to your eyes, so she doesn't seem childish at all.
Kind of feel bad for patting the kid on the head now.
No, it doesn't. He didn't react strangely at all. They're very accommodating to your Jasumian customs.
I got a success.
Oh, good. Okay, so you notice You notice as you're going to head out to the landing pad, you notice actually one of the windows in the residence is broken, and the only way that it seems someone could have accessed that, because there's no balcony, there's no landing or anything. Someone could have come and gone through that window. Is a suspension belt. I forget what they're called. There's a specific name for them, but you know that there are short range belts of flight that use
eighth ray
eighth ray technology. So it seems that they had broken into the laboratory, and they took with them the daughter is missing.
I'll run to the window.
Okay. So out the window, and we're just using that roll as well. Out the window, you don't see any sign of them. So they made a quick escape. And by the time you had made it into the residence, kind of the sounds of the scuffle and everything were over.
Mm-hmm.
So they seem to have been able to slip away with whatever they took. But Tira is missing. And
I'll grunt angrily and pound on the window jamb, but try not to break the house.
Okay.
Von Klümt would have gone bounding after him.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yelling at Tyrrell, to follow quickly.
Okay. All right. So you make it shortly, almost immediately behind Za Goren, and see that he noticed the broken window, and his frustration at not seeing any sign of the kidnappers. So the second time seems to be a little more successful.
I will go to the roof with the spyglass and see if I can see anything.
Oh, good. Okay. Sure. Yeah, go for it. So the same. If you want to make another roll.
What did we do? Cunning and reason, I think?
Yes. Yeah, that works.
All right.
I'll try to help Nalan Tir.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So he seems to have, just taken a blow to the head, but isn't too, just was temporarily overpowered.
Was I'm sorry, was momentum you could use after the roll or before the roll?
Both. Yeah, you can do before or after. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I would like to use momentum.
Okay.
To add another die.
Sure.
Okay. I would like to use my other momentum.
Okay. So explain like how you're making this more effective. So I guess that's create an opportunity. So are you like stacking supply crates or climbing up the building to get a better view?
Yeah. Well, I bounded up to the roof with the spyglass and immediately started looking. Mm-hmm. Seeing nothing, my backup plan is to cite all the watch posts I had taken note of earlier.
Yes, right.
Which apparently didn't pan out.
Okay, so no success.
I think in desperation with my final momentum, I'm literally like jumping as high up in the air as I can and looking around the city like a fool. Nice. And failing the entire time.
Okay. All right. But you do, because you have such an amazing vantage point, jumping straight above the residence, you do notice now that the locations that you noted earlier, now there are no agents stationed there. So it seems like they've all retreated.
Gotcha.
So you're no longer surrounded.
I will slump and go back down and let everyone know.
Did Tyrrell come up okay?
Yes, yeah, he made it okay, and he immediately was concerned about his father's condition, so he's with you, and Nalan Tir, and he gets his father seated on one of the chairs in the laboratory, and is looking for some medical aid. They have some healing gels and things that take small injuries that almost instantly heal small injuries. So he's looking for something like that in their residence. So Nalan Tir says, I have no idea why they have such a aggressive interest in us and what they even think they can do with Tira. This is very disturbing. I'm sorry, my friend, addressing Za Goren. I'm afraid I need to beg for your assistance for a bit longer. I don't feel safe, and we need to do whatever we can to secure the return of my daughter. So if there's any way that you can help us in that endeavor, I beg of you, please consider staying with us a little longer and assisting us in this endeavor.
I will find her. And I'll find this Scoma too.
Oh, nice. Very good.
I think I'm gonna walk downstairs because I'm trying to think, and I'm not super fast at that. So I got to take action. So I'm gonna start going back downstairs, and as I start to walk out, I'm gonna yell back at Von Klümt to stay with him. Last time you left them alone, someone got kidnapped. And
green reprobate.
And I start stomping and grumpily down the steps.
Okay.
Well, Von Klümt will stand up straight, put his hands behind his back, and start pacing while Tyrell's treating Nalan Tir, and start asking him questions like, "Do you have any idea where this Scoma might dwell?"
I wouldn't have any exact location. I would suspect Upper Helium. She seems to be a higher status. I don't know her association. I don't know how far her association with Eidolon goes, and in fact, even much about this group, aside from how she introduced herself when I first met her. So we would need to find somebody of upper status to be able to provide any information about where she could be. I do know that there are Eidolon camps outside of the city limits, outside of the city walls, and Tyrell even suspected that they may have been building something not that far, an encampment not that far outside of the city of Korvas. So we may we may be confronting them. Yet again, I would have no idea though where their main base of operation would be.
It's as soon as I get down to the ground level, I'm looking for another green Martian. Trying to find one, and my game plan here is to just go up and greet as many as I can as quickly as I can, and see if anyone knows Jaggs.
Interesting. Okay.
To see if I can, because I'm not going to be able to find a red Martian in this city, but I might be able to find a specific green one.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, and if you, because you have renown left over, right? You have unspent renown.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can just use a point of that as if it would be in place of momentum to actually secure a temporary connection. So yeah, you return back. You remember the way back through the market, and you did see a few green Martians along the way. And asking everyone that you've seen, most of them just they apologize profusely, but they say, "I'm sorry, brother. We don't. I've never heard of anyone by that name." And after a series of those, you do notice that there is what seems to be a richer merchant with more luxury goods, and outside of the front of his stall, it looks like some hired muscle. Some hired muscle is helping him. Something to write on. Some hired muscle is helping him, and it's a green Martian, and it appears to be Thark as well from the medals that you notice. He introduces. So when you approach him, He greets you in the typical Martian gesture, Green Martian gesture, recognizing that you are Tharkian as well. Khan Gazar, my brother, what brings you to Helium?
Poor friend, I came with a new friend that I met out in the wilds, and his daughter has been kidnapped. I'm sorry I don't have time to make talk with you, but she has a companion, a Jaggs. Have you heard of him?
Interesting. Yes. As you can see, I'm working. I'm working in Helium as a mercenary. I no longer have favorable status among our people, but I'm happy to see a brother Thark. Yes, Jaggs is known to me. He is in this city is a very infamous assassin. He has been known. He's been trained for long distance assassination, and he, to the highest bidder, he will sell his rifle. So among our people, even more so than myself, he is dishonored himself and his titles beyond repair. So I believe the person, I believe the Green Martian you're looking for. Sorry, give me a second here. Is known as Jaggs Kuras, and his association with the Eidolons is quite well known in the city. Although we're not exactly sure what the motives of this group are. They have hired a rather formidable assassin to assist them.
And I'm sorry, I didn't get his name again. What was his name? Did you write?
Sure. Oh, the person you're talking to?
Yeah.
Oh, Khan Kan Gazar. Khan Gazar.
Okay.
And so he can be a temporary contact in the city, but if you spend that one renown point and instead of letting it just regenerate next session, you can make him a permanent connection. If he sounds useful. Kind of up to you. And you don't have to decide right now. You can.
Right. I'll tell him not all dishonor is the same, and much can be forgiven. If you help me find this man, I can put in a word for you.
That would be much appreciated, brother. Yes, I will offer any help that I can provide. I would warn you, though, his reputation is quite formidable. Jaggs is quite a deadly assassin, so I would be as cautious as possible in dealing with him.
I'm nothing but cautious. I'm always careful. Do you know where he spends his free time? A place he may drink or?
No, I'm always seeing him in the company of the Eidolon cult. The woman with the gold mask and cape and scarlet cape have been seen around the city. I wouldn't have any exact location of where he is, but I think if you find any Eidolon, they should be able to lead you to wherever their main encampment is.
Have you dealt with these Eidolon before? How strong is their conviction? How easy will it be to get this information I need?
I think the individual agents don't seem to be that formidable and I think they are just devotees to whatever strange movement this is that they are following. I would avoid anyone like the woman. I would avoid anyone of higher status in the cult. They seem to be quite resolved to in their cause and in securing whatever means they need to fulfill this odd mission of theirs.
And they're usually in their camps outside the city.
Yes, I know that there are at least 2 camps outside the walls of Helium.
Do you know which one he may be more inclined to be at, or where that Scoma is at?
The woman? Yeah, the woman herself. I don't believe. I believe she actually may reside within Helium itself. I wouldn't know. I don't move among circles in Upper Helium, so I wouldn't know exactly where she would be found. But I do know that she moves in she seems to be a woman of higher status that moves in the Red Martian Helium circles of Upper Helium, and so I'm not sure you would find her at the camp. I do know that Jaggs serves as her bodyguard most of the time that she's ever been seen in Lower Helium or other parts of other local areas.
Well, I'll thank him for the information, and tell him that if he comes across or if he locates them, that he can leave a message for me at. This feels weird giving him an address, but give him the address of the place that.
Oh, sure.
That that we're in theory staying at in the city for right now.
Sure. Okay.
If you run across or if you hear anything, please let me know. All right. And with any luck, next time you meet me, I'll be Jaggs Za Goren.
Very good, my brother. That will bring much honor to you and much relief to, I think, the citizens of Helium. Taking such a dangerous Martian, dangerous assassin out of commission.
And then Excellent. We'll do our four-handed hand slap,
yes,
like clapping thing that we do, whatever it is.
The secret handshake.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right.
How injured is Nalan Tir? Like seriously injured?
No. His son has actually. He applied some of this healing salve that they use on Barsoom, and Nalan Tir's the bruise and kind of the laceration on his head are already looking much better. They're already starting to appear to be healed, and he's just very upset and distracted now, and as soon as the healing was applied, he of course was out of the chair and was going through. Moving around his laboratory, looking at things, and it does seem that in the scuffle that a few of the crates and things were tampered with and were fallen over. So he's going through the what there is and making sure that everything is intact.
I'm gonna look at Tyrell and point to the cut on my chest and say, "Could I get some of that?"
Nice. Oh, well, yes, of course. I'm sure with your biology, our healing will work just as well. So yeah, he applies some of the healing, and it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing how quickly you actually see the effect.
So do I heal? I have 2 points of injury.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Yeah, and this we can spend a little bit of downtime now, and you guys can all of your stress tracks will be down to nothing. Yeah. So as we kind of plan what to do next, this would be a good time to relieve those stress tracks, because we're not no longer in combat, and you've got a little moment of nothing to do. Yeah. So Tyrell heals you, and you are back to full strength, and you actually feel better after now spending some time on Barsoom, you're getting much more used to the thinner air, the lower gravity. You're starting to feel some sort of equilibrium. So you're more vital than you felt in years, and of a man half your age.
I'm gonna talk to Nalan Tir, hopefully, and say, Nalan Tir, on my world, it's been my experience that all cities are essentially the same. Is there a place in the city where one might go to gain information? Perhaps a den of ill repute?
Oh dear, he seems to be kind of half listening, and says, "Oh dear, I wouldn't know of any places like that, but I'm sure the city must contain, as you know, in our culture we have assassins and thieves and all sorts of men of ill intent. I'm sure there's some place. I would imagine it would be, some sort of drinking establishment or something. But personally, I don't visit such places. Perhaps I know that my son fancies himself an adventurer, and he may know something a little bit more on the unsavory side. I have always warned him any mixing with those people can result in nothing but something terrible.
I'll turn to Tyrrell, twirl my mustache. Well, boy, out with it.
As my father said, I do, and it's for information. The things that I use to research and scout for the expedition. I do know there is a specific tavern that may have the type of people that you're looking for. Although I'm not quite sure how they would react to someone from Barsoom questioning them. You may need to do something about your appearance. I think the people, at least that I know, will be tight-lipped when dealing with anybody but red or green Martian.
Well, fortunately, I am a master of disguise.
Dun dun dun. I suspected as much. You seem to in the fight previously. You seem to have disappeared, and we found you amongst the ranks of the Eidolon agents. Very impressive, sir.
So I'm going to need some red pigment.
All right. I'm sure there's something in the laboratory that would suit you. And Tyrrell begins to go through some of the cabinets and underneath some of the tables through various containers. And he secures something that almost completely matches his skin color. So we use this pigment in some of our samples for testing. So I think this will serve your purpose. So he secures a rather decent sized jar of a red pigment that seems very close to the color of his skin.
Okay. So my intention here is to use my master disguise talent and my I studied in your country talent to sort of mimic what I've seen so far of the red Martian.
Excellent. Okay.
Like I'll walk around the room trying to affect their accent and the way they walk. And
nice. Yeah, Tyrrell is quite impressed, and he gives you some pointers, about how you're holding yourself and some of the intonation of some of the sounds of the words to help you pass a little bit more as a convincing red Martian.
And then I'll have him explain the monetary system to me too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, the narrator needs to check that as well. That's the one thing I haven't, because everything is so hand waved as far as supplies and things. Yeah, I wasn't sure the. Let's see what they.
Oh, you can make it up. It's all going to be Greek to me.
Right. Let's see. Yeah, they don't talk about.
Except I spent a winter in Greece with the partisans. Sorry.
Yeah, so I guess maybe they've come up with some sort of currency to aid them in trade between the different tribes. But there isn't anything specific. Let me see if they use another word. Yeah, and I can't remember from the books them ever shopping.
Is gold a thing, and is it rare here?
Yeah, I was wondering because that was the thing in the movie. Yeah, that was the wasn't that part of the? Or am I getting confused with some other alien cave movie? I thought there was something.
You know, that other alien cave.
Huh. Let me see. Well, I guess the material must exist because a lot of the harnesses and decorations, seem to be gold in color. Gold and diamonds. Yeah, lots of references to gold ore studded valleys. Yeah, so gold is a thing. So let's just assume that the Barsoomian currency is a gold coin that's used now. That's kind of unified in this era that they've kind of used to unify the tribes. So there's easy trade among the peoples of Barsoom, and the sand looks like it's also often gold. Lots of golden cliffs descriptions. Yeah, let's just go. We'll go with that. We'll have like a kind of an abstract gold coin currency.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you'd like, you noticed when Nalan Tir was preparing his son to go shopping that he seems to be have a decent supply of coin. The container that he took the monies from, there seemed to be a lot more in there. So he seems to be a bit wealthy.
Okay.
So you can, if you want something to play with in the tavern, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna propose that we wait for Za Goren to return, and then try to convince him to come with me.
Oh, okay. All right. And so Tyrell is watching you, amazed in your transformation to a red Martian. So now you've equipped the harness and boots and everything. So you're dressed now as a Barsoomian. Yep. All right. So while this was going on, you hear an exclamation from Nalan Tir. It's gone. Oh dear, this is the worst possible situation. So the Nalan Tir is in one of the crates that was knocked over. It confirms that my journals, all of the notes that were the basis of what I was researching and what I hope to continue with the information we secured from the archives in Korvas is gone. This is exactly what I feared. The Eidolons were so interested in. I don't know. This needs to be secured, as well as my daughter. This journal is very important to my work. I'm sure some of this can be recreated, but this information in their hands is very dangerous. In combination with what might be found in the archives of Korvas.
Well, we'll get your journal and your.
Okay. that would be a huge assistance to me. Here, if you're actually considering going to the tavern, you'll probably want a little bit more influence. So he goes back into that same sack that he secured the gold for shopping, and hands you a smaller bag that seems to be quite heavy with gold coins.
Thank you.
Please use this to secure any information. The faster we can pursue these kidnappers and retrieve my missing books, I believe the better. The less time they have with this information, the better. All right. So what's Za Goren up to?
Uh-oh, did we lose Za?
Uh-oh, Za.
Sorry, I think it got turned off again. I'm heading back to the apartment.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's right. Okay.
And then when I get there, I'm just gonna like walk in and like grab my rifle and stuff and be like, and look at Von Klümt and be like, I'm going to the camps. Are you coming with me? Like I'm ready to run out there and start killing people.
First of all, Von Klünt's not here. There's a visiting.
Oh,
that's right.
Okay. Oh, that's even better. I walk in and exclaim some profanity, and I told him not to leave, and now there's this person. Who are you?
I'll give him the little bow that I usually give, and it's me.
I'll kind of give him the dog head turn look at him for a moment.
Listen, before we go to the camps, the boy here knows of a den of ill repute where we might be able to get some information. I suggest we go there first.
Well, no matter what we do, we should go quickly.
Absolutely.
My worry is if we leave, they'll come back.
Do you think they'll come back? They seem to have taken the thing that Nalan Tir was afraid they would.
His daughter?
Well, yeah, but in his some important journals of his research.
All right.
So I don't think they'll come back. I could be wrong.
Well, keep yourselves armed while we go check this den of ill repute out.
Mm-hmm. I'll have Tyrell kind of tell us how to get there and count on Za Goren understanding what he's talking about more than me.
Yeah, that's good. Good. Yeah. So yes, Tyrell explains the location in Lower Helium of the tavern that he's used to secure kind of information. About the best way to access ancient ruins and the safest ways to go and come and go through from the city undetected and things like that.
Oh, and before we leave, is there another major red market city? A named city that I can have Tyrell tell me about?
Sure. Yeah. So the other, what is it? Zartuga, the other major city that you would be dealing with. Wait, so let me the other Zdenga. Yeah, that's right. Zdenga is
okay.
Yeah. So it's quite far away from where you are now, but you could claim to be from there.
Yes. So Za Goren, I am for the time being Klumpt of Zdenga.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, Zdenga. Yeah, that's right. All right. Klumpt of Zdenga. All right.
Yep, and then we head out.
Okay.
And as soon as we get downstairs, I say, so are we busting heads, or are you doing some of your trickery?
We're acquiring intelligence And if that doesn't work, we'll bust them.
Then I leave it to you until the head busting comes.
Mm-hmm. I'll look you up and down. You're good for like 4 head busts all at once, it looks like.
All right. Oh, do you want a disguise token so you can like I guess it's not that important in the on the tabletop. Here is I just made a real quick oh, come on. Oh, sorry, wait. Let me resize this. Sorry, I'm trying to just do this on the fly real quick and it took a little bit longer. Just a sec. Here is here's a new Klumpt if you want.
Oh yeah, cool.
So get rid of that historical photograph. Oh, there she has some little tower. All right. Nice. Yeah, so you're in Red Martian disguise right now. Okay. Yeah, so Tyrrell gives the two of you directions into this kind of outskirts, an area that's like right against the outer walls of the city. I wish I'd let me double check if there's a
So Goren, do you mind feigning that you are my bodyguard?
That's no problem. It's the most believable.
Exactly.
Nice.
I talked to a friend, and he said that sniper is with Scoma all the time.
Oh.
If we can't find her, we may be able to find him at this place also.
He should stick out.
Yes.
All right. Oh, cool. Here, let me.
Making your token bigger, William, so you're like a.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to do that, so I didn't.
Oh yeah, there's a weird. Yeah.
How do you do that?
You just click on it and pull on the arrows on the sides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw them, and I assumed they did something else somehow.
Yeah, and it gives you kind of a readout of the scale. So depending on like what we don't have any grid set up, but if you we're using a grid.
Oh, so I should be like that. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. You can see your picture better.
All right. Yeah, here we can use this.
Have you ever flown one of these flying craft?
I don't think I have. No.
Yeah. The Green Martians are not interested in flight. I'm sure there's some outliers that are interested in this newer technology, but for the most part, Green Martians avoid.
I trust beasts, not this 8th ray.
All right. Whoops.
How about you? Do you fly these crafts on your planet?
Ours are slower, more cumbersome. They rely on the use of bladders of gas rather than this 8th ray, whatever it is.
All right.
Ooh, that's a map of helium.
Yeah. I didn't know I had this. Yeah, it's not in the book. It was just one of the little extras from the Kickstarter PDF. So yeah, they're not giving me a good. So the explanation is that upper and lower helium are kind of represented by towers. So I'm assuming upper helium would be the center.
Yeah.
And the other, like largest tower would be representing lower helium. So we're going to the outskirts. It just to give you something visual. It's not really super important specific locations, but so you'll head towards the outer city wall.
Okay.
And the directions that Tyrell gave you for a tavern there. So for connections, kind of allies and social connections, you can either spend momentum, and the more momentum you spend, the more useful someone is, or unspent renown, which will then regenerate next session. And for both of those, that means temporary. If you spend renown, then you generate a permanent ally or social asset that you can return to.
I have neither of those. I'm planning on using charm, and a bag of gold.
Yes, that's right. Right, and you may generate some momentum in your charm attempts that you can use that same way. All right. So Nalan Tir, as you are leaving, he's still very frantic and going through the things, and just as you're leaving, you hear him finally realize, oh, the flyer, we have to have it repaired. So he's trying to put together like what you're going to need to continue not only the expedition but to pursue his daughter and the journals. Well, that
was better than my plan of stealing one.
All right. So that should be underway. And so it's by the time that all of this has happened, so the days are longer on Mars, but we're already getting toward evening. And you notice specifically von Klumpt notices that when it goes dark, it very quickly goes dark. There's no dusk or sunset. Very quickly, once the evening hour is reached, the temperature drops and the darkness is very prevalent. The only things that continue to provide light are the dual moons of Barsoom. But you're suddenly very aware of how much colder it's become. Very similar to the desert. The desert experience that you've had.
My gut, I was starting to think it never got cool in this place.
It's going to get colder.
So a bit of relief, but a very big change. All right. So you make your way following the directions, and I think Za pretty much is going to have to lead the way. He understood the explanation the best. And
this way, it's over here to the left. You're at the left. There you go.
That's no fair. You have two lefts.
All right. And you find where the directions lead you is a strange little building against the wall, against the outer wall of helium, and that does appear to be some sort of nondescript business, although a name is written on the side of the building that says Kazara. And Kazara, is an kind of ancient Barsoomian word that just means black hole.
Oh. Well, if Za Goren explains that to me, I'm like, this is the place.
I'll kind of mumble it at you.
Also, on the way, I'm boring him to death, explaining my emulation techniques.
Oh, nice.
Going on at length about how, a Prussian walks 1 2 1 2 1 2. I've noticed these Martians walk 1 1 2 1 1 2. See? And then I start demonstrating it, all proud of myself.
You're not boring me because I'm not paying attention.
Nice.
I am, even though I'm not really thinking of myself actually as his bodyguard, I am trying to like scan rooftops because we ran into them before and try to position myself as if I am his guard.
Okay. Good. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, you are coming off as hired muscle for this red Martian.
Are there any? Is there any like evidence of what's going on inside, like music or people like loud talk?
Yeah, you do hear some conversation. Some kind of rough discussions and some noise of debate and clinking of glasses. There's like ceramic mugs that are being knocked around and emptied, but no music of any note.
I'll aggressively push and open the door, step in, clock the room, and if no one looks like they're about ready to murder, step aside so Klümt can get in.
Okay. Yeah. You notice. Your entrance is so the room goes to like a dull roar with just a few people continuing to converse, and a lot of people look at the door. So they seem to always be expecting something bad or something to pay attention to be coming through that door. So everyone glances in your direction. So how does Klumpt enter?
Klum of Zardinga.
Oh, Klum, that's right. Klum.
Enters very subtly, looks around for an open table, and then makes his way to one if possible.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. There's a table further in towards the bar that is with no one there, so you can take a seat there.
Does anyone else here have protection with them?
You do notice that so this is a very unusual mix of red and green Martians, and it does seem like and from just your eye, you can see from the metals on harnesses and things that these are all either very dishonored green Martians or people that have offered themselves as mercenaries. So it's a real mix of outcasts and very dishonorable to just kind of working, just hired muscle green Martians. About 60% of the clientele is red Martians, and you do even notice a few yellow Martians that have kind of dotted through the crowd. Which is a very unusual mix.
I'll stand next to him with like my back to him, facing out to the main area. 2 arms crossed and 2 arms on my hips.
All right.
Klum, while he's sitting at the table waiting, he just made the assumption that someone's going to serve him. And we're going to pull out the bag and just start very obviously counting money.
Okay. All right. And the owner behind the bartender notices you dropping counting money on the table, and normally you'd have to go to the bar or get his attention, but he gets gotten his attention in this way, and he actually comes around from the bar and says, so what can I do for you, gentlemen, this evening?
Tavern keep. I am Klum of Zardinga. Guten Abend. I mean, good evening.
I see.
This is my trusty servant, Za Goren. Mm-hmm. What do you drink, Za?
Whatever you tell me to, boss.
I'd like a tankard of your finest for my friend, and
then I'll say something that sounds like fancy wine or something along those lines.
Oh, okay.
For him, and like obviously he wants the good stuff.
Right. Okay. Well,
when you return with those drinks, I would beg a moment of your time.
Very good. Yes, as I can see, you have the gold for our finest vintage. So I shall return promptly. And the barkeep goes off behind and begins preparing your drinks. So the tavern is returned to kind of the noise that the conversation level and noise that you noticed when you first came in, but you are getting the occasional person kind of sizing you up and staring at you. You don't notice anybody in the crowd that there's no gold masks. There's nobody that seems to be superficially connected to the Eidolon.
I imagine my eye for danger talent is like going crazy right now.
Oh yeah, right. Yes. Yeah. So you can ask me about. Yeah. So the table nearest you is 3 red Martians that seem to be discussing some sort of location of a mine, and they're discussing the kind of timing and vulnerabilities of the operation at a mining facility. Outside, you kind of hear hints of that. And
I'll kind of turn around a little bit and be like, "You expecting them to come to you?"
Oh, when the tavern keep comes back, I'm gonna talk to him.
Okay.
All right, and so he does return, and places the drinks down, and after you pay him, says, "Very good, sir. My name is Dinar, so please, anything else you'll need, please just let me know. I'd like to." Yes.
So I give him coins, based on the economics 101 that Terrell gave me, and then I match it with an equal amount. Right now, I need a moment. Please sit.
All right. And he draws the. He sweeps the coins, off the table, kind of into the pocket on his apron. Very good, and seats himself, across from you. What can I do for you?
I'll lean forward and very quietly and conspiratorially say, "What do you know about the Eidolon camps and their leader, Scoma?"
Yes. Well, I've heard many things. I can't be sure what exactly, separating rumor, fact from fiction in these rumors. I can't be completely sure, but this Eidolon cult that has arisen seems to have some connection or have been outcasts from the Thurn. So, of course, being a Red Martian, the Thurn. Are in the Thurn have been in disarray after the revelation of the sham religion around their goddess Isis that they had the entire planet convinced of. Well, some of there's some talk that this Eidolon is being headed by an outcast Thurn, and no one quite knows what their motivations are. But if it's connected to any of the lies and deceit of that previous religion, it can't be anything good.
I'm kind of upset at this point, so I'm gonna, out of turn, be like, and no one's killed them or chased them off or told them to leave? Why are they allowed to stay in this city?
Their numbers seem to be growing, and they're obviously from some of the talk they have infiltrated some of the higher levels of government
or they never
Helium.
left.
Or that could be very true.
Had a similar problem in Cairo, rooting out the clerics. Zadanga. What of this Scoma? I hear she's an affluent citizen, travels with a rather dangerous green Martian like my friend here.
Yes.
Not like me.
Well, like him, but in a pale reflection of my friend.
Right. Yes, we've seen her. We've seen the Red Martian that you speak of with her bodyguard, with her the Green Martian bodyguard in tow. She does have some sort of high level connection to the Eidolon cult, but also has come from the ranks of upper class Helium, as we understand. So, but exactly when she came to the city and who she's connected to are a bit of a mystery.
I'm going to hold my bag of coins in my palm, look into it, and move the coins around with my finger.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell me, or do you know someone who could tell me where she lives?
Interesting. And so he holds out he holds out a hand. I think I know exactly who to recommend.
All right, I'll hand him another drink's worth of coins.
Okay. All right, and he indicates with a thumb behind him. If you see the table with the Okar and the two Red Martians, they have a habit of robbing the richer residents in Upper Helium, and may have maybe a source of Skoma's location.
Excellent. I will thank him and kind of look at him like he should get up and walk away now.
Oh yes, very good. I appreciate the donation to our establishment, and I do hope that those gentlemen can assist you. And so he returns. Yeah, Dinar returns behind the bar, and his apron jingles, and looks a bit heavy with coin as he heads back there. And that does not go unnoticed. There are a lot of people that watch the transaction.
Za, could you maybe invite those gentlemen to come sit with us? Did we lose Za Goren again?
Uh-oh, Za.
He keeps rubbing on my shirt and turning off. Sorry.
I'll
say yes. I'll get them over here. But if this doesn't work, we need to get out to those camps. That girl's been missing now for half a day.
Of course.
I'll walk over to their table and put 4 knuckled fists down on it and lean in, not even caring that they're talking or what they're doing right now.
Uh-huh.
And my boss would like to have a word with you. And then I kind of sit in that position and don't move until someone gets up, basically.
Okay. Yeah. So why don't we do like a cunning and might intimidation to see see how moving that is for them.
Ooh. It's got to be 2 successes. Let's see.
That's probably the critical one.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cunning's 5, so and it's 2 momentum, 1 success. Yes.
Wow.
Great. Yeah, so just the 1 success is enough. So you can bank those 2 momentum, or if you want to spend them to kind of improve the quality, to get them a little bit more.
Yeah, I'd like to maybe cow them a little bit, so they maybe feel like they need to.
Oh, okay.
So yes, can I spend a momentum to try to make them slightly on the back foot when they?
Yes. Yeah. So improve the quality of the success. Yes. So you can spend 1 more momentum to make it very effective. They know that. You mean business, and you mean to do something terrible if they're not going to follow.
Excellent. I will do that.
Can I help him with cunning and passion to look super important? Sit here waiting.
Oh, sure. Yeah. If you'd like to, yeah. So just do a 2. Yeah, just do straight. Yeah, 2d20.
1 success.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Critical success or whatever you call that.
Nice. Oh, nice. Okay. So, I don't know if you had to do that before, but we can make that because they would have gotten the intimidation would have gotten the attention, and then they looked over to the table that he indicated, and so you're just that those 2 success. So that's 2 more momentum if you want to bank those. Will so Za can bank that momentum, and so Klümt gave a very imposing appearance at the table, so he definitely assisted in these guys understanding you mean business. So the Okur and so the yellow Martian and the 2 red Martians come over to the table, and what is it you want? And who are you?
Kor, my friends, please sit. We have important things to discuss.
Right. And they
I'll pull out the chairs for him.
Oh, nice. At the same time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. Yeah. So they're very quickly when they see Za has pulled out the chairs. Yeah, they quickly sit down and look to Klümt and say, yes, we're listening.
I put a hand on each of their shoulders, each of their right shoulder.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah. So they all kind of are startled. Yeah. They all kind of startle a little bit and tense up. But they're following or they're listening. Yeah. They're listening very well.
I am Klum of Zadinga, and I have been informed that you can help me with a problem.
And what is that?
I seek the dwelling place of Scora, is that right?
Scoma, yeah.
Scoma, sorry. Scoma and her most dishonorable green-skinned assassin.
All right. So the yellow Martian, the mentioning of that name, he grins. He gives kind of an evil, weird, grin, and says, we're quite familiar with the individual you are asking about, but I'm sure you'll be it may be a little bit surprising for you to when you find her. I think you may be a little surprised.
Why is that?
You will see. So he says it gives a description of the residences in Upper Helium, and explains that there is a kind of an estate with a guest house that wait a minute here. An estate with a guest house that belongs sorry. That belongs to the one of the Jeds of so kind of the I guess a lower governor, or not a Jeddak, not like a king, but like a lower governor, a duke of the area, where they have seen Scoma come and go, and she is always accompanied by the Green Martian, by Jaggs. Yes, so we've seen her there, and but she has also been known to travel between the two encampments outside the city. But most evenings you will find her at this location.
And she stays in a guest house, you said?
Yes, yes. So it's only been we've only seen her coming and going for maybe a month or so, but yes, she's staying at the house of one of the Jeds of Helium, the guest house, one of the Jeds of Helium.
I see.
And this is the Yellow Martian that's giving you this information, and he reaches out one of his hands and says, I assume for this type of information we will be compensated. And he is holding out his hand.
You will. But wouldn't you like to make a little more?
Yes, we're listening.
Mm-hmm. Budapest, 1907. Oh, never mind. Would you be willing to escort us there and perhaps create a distraction?
We could. It's not the easiest place to come and go from. Of course, Upper Helium has considerable security, so it's a bit of an operation.
Mm-hmm.
And he eyes the bag of coins.
Would this bag of monies help us with this operation?
Yes, I believe that would do the trick.
Excellent. I'm going to take about a quarter of it out and just drop it in front of him.
Okay.
That's your deposit. And when you get us in and help us with this little distraction, I will make sure you get the rest.
Very well. So look for us. It will take us some time. So tomorrow evening, I believe, we'll be able to.
I'll shoot at Za Goren a look, because I know that's not in his timetable.
Right. Yes.
I'll give him a little shoulder squeeze.
or yes, of course, it's possible that very late this evening, just before sunrise, we may be able to help you.
Or in a couple of hours. And you will give the directions to our meeting point to my friend here.
Yes, that should that's possible. Yes, and he weighs the he feels the weight of the bag of gold, and yes, we should. We will provide you with the location and distraction that you need.
Excellent.
And as he's getting up to, we'll need to proceed immediately. Then, my name is Varznal, and I will be in touch.
Excellent. Just give all the information to my patriot.
All right. Okay. So, as they're getting up to leave, they say, we will be in touch. Where's the best place to contact you, or where shall we contact you?
I will be right here.
All right. And so
I don't want them to know where the
sure
family lives, so we'll be here.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So they nod to you and walk actually from the table directly out. Directly out of Kazara. All right. So let's. So you guys kill a little bit of time. Is there anything you want to do before you're notified? Any other?
I'm gonna just drink that Za Goren ordered for me, and probably bore him with stories that have absolutely no reference points for him.
Nice. So how's the taste of the Barsoomian wine?
It's a little rough, not gonna lie. I feel like there may be dirt in it.
Nice. All right.
I'll ask you, who is Lukas and who's Uv? What great deeds had they done? Because of your name, I'm assuming that you killed other people and took their names the same way that I do. So I'm like, your name is like 4.
I see. Oh, Lukas is my grandfather on my father's side. I think Uwe was a character in a book my mother read once.
You killed your grandfather?
No. I've killed grandfathers, but not my grandfather.
Then how did you earn this name?
Well, in Barsoom, our naming conventions are a little different than yours. Ours are more tribute to ancestors or important people to our family.
Why do you have so many? Was it to honor you?
To honor them. So, carry on their names for posterity.
And how much fighting have you seen?
Much. And I get that faraway look in my eye.
This isn't going to end with words.
No, it usually starts with words and ends in less savory manners.
And you're committed to this?
Well, I am trapped on your planet, so for now, absolutely.
For now. And then I think that Za just nurses that one flagon for like the 6 hours that they're
there. Right. Nice. Yeah, it's surprisingly shorter. Shorter than you thought. So it's about 2 hours that you've waited, and then one of the red Martians from that group returns to Kazara, and approaches your table and says, "We're ready. We're ready. All has been prepared. If you follow me."
Excellent. Absolutely. And then, I'm sorry. Again, I need another quick break. I'll be right back.
Oh, sure. No problem. Yeah, I should get a water refill just in case I...
Cool. Yeah, break
try it out. Be right back.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
We'll have this girl rescued in no time.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so the Red Martian leads you to a flyer that is parked just outside, and it says, "Oh yeah, everything is prepared. We're ready to take you to Upper Helium. Are you sure you're prepared for this?"
Mm-hmm. I am.
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna stop the one that brought us there. Kind of put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Remember, never double crosses a dengue."
Right. I'm well aware of your vengeful culture. Vengeful culture.
I'm glad someone is.
All right. So he takes over piloting the flyer, and as you two get aboard, they lift off and travel very quickly over the that inner wall separating upper and lower helium. And then you are immediately. So you immediately land, and he says, "Follow me," and you leave the flyer and change to another sort of flying machine, but this appears to be more utilitarian. It's kind of more boxy and seems to be some sort of transport for supplies or cargo or whatever.
Like the cable repair van that they.
Yes.
Are we going to climb up telephone poles and pretend we're
right? Yes. So yes, of course, this is we're changing to a supply transport. It's the only way we found to get anywhere near the residences in Upper Helium, and at night, this is still an old tradition, and maybe less necessary now because of the lack of green hordes attacking our fair cities. No insult intended, my friend, but the residences are all elevated at night, and you can see that once you've taken off in the second cargo freighter, that all of the residences seem to be floating in the middle of the city at a significant height above the ground. So everything is elevated for its own protection. So the eighth ray is suspending most of the wealthier residents of Inner Helium high above the city, and this was first. This technology was first created to minimize assassinations and attacks from outsiders in the city, and so the cargo transport proceeds toward a very splendid looking residence, and you kind of bank around, and behind this residence is a smaller but very ornate guest house, and you come up alongside what appear to be kind of service balconies. There's kind of these terraces where a lot of the services of the building itself would be operated from, and also any deliveries would be made. So kind of a rear service entrance and kind of utility area, and you're dropped off there. And they say, so security is distracted. You've got about 10 minutes, and he pulls away. He pulls away from the.
How high up do these buildings float?
So you're pretty high up. It appears like your guess with your human eyes, and possibly a kilometer in the air. Like you're quite high. Yeah, you're quite high up.
Probably exceeds my strange Jasumian leaping ability.
Right. But there are the residences are at all. Everything isn't at the same level, so you could possibly jump from building to building, getting closer to a height where you could safely land. And for Za, this is probably the highest up you've ever been, and a bit disturbing to be this far above the ground of Barsoom.
You okay?
I'll be fine. Kind of step away from the edge a little bit.
Good.
Just keep looking up.
Well, let's get this over with.
All right. So you can make your way along this kind of service, this little service balcony, this service terrace, to where there would be windows of the actual residence. It's going to be a little bit of a physical ordeal. Maybe not so much for Klumpt.
Is this the entire estate? Like, are there grounds here that are lifted into the sky, or is it like just the house?
Just the buildings themselves. Yeah, it appears that the grounds remain. They don't actually lift up any of the gardens or anything. All of that stays.
So is this the guest house itself?
Yes.
Or is this a big building and it's connected to it?
This is a separate, smaller house from the main residence. Main residence is a little bit above where you are, so this is not quite.
Are there any flyers that I can see up here?
Surprisingly, there usually would be patrols of flyers, but there's something that's distracted them, so there's nothing
there's
flying.
No parked flyers up here.
No, you don't see anything. From the angle that you're at, there's nothing parked. There probably is a landing pad somewhere in the building, somewhere on the one of the sides of the building that they may have a flyer or something.
Okay.
So if you want to make your way, from that service balcony, you'll need to make a jump to the over to the residence. So this is pretty intimidating pretty intimidating, and you don't both have to do it. It's not necessary. But it's a few meter jump, and it's a little bit. It's actually a little bit lower than where you are, so it shouldn't be too bad.
I can just sort of bound over there, right?
Yes. Oh yeah. You easily could.
So are we jumping down onto something then?
Yes. Yeah. Kind of. It's on one side. There's another balcony, a much more ornate and larger balcony area.
No, I'm just gonna back up and then run full speed and jump across, and down, whatever I need to do.
All right. Well, let's try this with a daring. How about a daring and might? That sounds like something.
Yep.
That might be a very
Good luck as I just bounce over there.
Yes. Right. Yes.
That is a success. Daring and might. I got a success, and that one is a crit. Hey, I got 2 momentum off of that.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, excellent. So just needed one success to safely make it, and bank those momentum. Or if there's anything else you want to do, if you want to guarantee you land silently, or if there's any.
No, that'd be good. Yeah, I'll definitely spend a momentum too.
Okay. Yeah. So
I think it's funny to just crash into things. So I will definitely.
All right. Nice. And so you quietly and safely make the leap across, and of course Klumpt is very very easily with his Jarsumian ability makes it easily over.
How strong is he? Can he carry what's the Tira and jump around like he's doing? Is he?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. Somebody his size or smaller, I don't think would over encumber.
Okay.
Klumpt
so maybe
also,
he could get her out if need potentially.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're on a balcony, or
yes, it's a balcony with all glass. There's all glass looking into the residence, and so as you land, you see in the from this angle, you've actually landed on this side with a gorgeous bathing area. So the very ornate and very elaborate baths. There's a soaking tub and appear to be showers and things. And you see the silhouette of a woman that happens to be showering at the moment. So the room is just dimly lit, and you can see that under one of the shower kind of outlets of one of the showers is a what appears to be, just in this dim light, at first appears to be a red Martian woman. So if you want to look a little closer,
I was beginning
I think I'm going to run up. I don't know what Matt's doing, but I think I'm going to run up and try to put my hand over her mouth, not even try to see what's going, just try to immediately subdue her, basically.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So you're looking through glass.
It's through glass.
Sorry,
okay.
Yeah, through glass.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no. So you're looking through glass into this room, and it appears to be a bathing chamber, and under a shower is the shower is what at first appears to be a red Martian woman. If you want to look more closely, or if you want to try to,
so there's no door or anything. We're just.
Yeah, you don't see. It just looks like panels of glass. There doesn't seem to be immediately apparent. You can look around, but there doesn't seem to be.
I'm going to try to find a way in.
Okay,
yeah.
That's what I'm.
All right. So how about a cunning and reason, or
that's perfect. That's my worst possible check.
Or if you want to, just be more forceful, you can just kind of bang on the glass. But
I don't. I'm looking for a way in. That's number 2 when I failed this roll.
Okay. All right.
Cunning and reason, you said. Cunning and reason. That's one. That is a success.
Oh, great. Oh, okay. So you do notice that there is a latch on one of the panels. So the panel appears that it can slide open, but it's of course locked. It doesn't budge, but it does appear to be a way in.
Does it look like something we could try to unlock with my dagger or anything?
Oh, sure. Yeah. You could attempt, using a dagger or something. You could attempt to, jimmy the lock, and
I will attempt to jimmy the lock.
And to do it completely silently, maybe the difficulty. You'll need 2 successes to do it completely without being noticed. You'll be able to, with 1 success, you'll be able to open it, but 2 successes will give you a silent operation.
Okay. I will. What should I roll? Cunning.
Yeah, probably cunning and
reason. Maybe?
Yeah, reason would work. Yeah, because you're trying to.
So I would like to use a point of luck.
Oh, okay. To get an extra double success.
Give me a 1 or something.
Yeah, that gives you a pre-rolled double. Yeah, a 1, so double success.
Okay, and then my
cunning.
Right. Do I need to roll?
You don't know. You actually don't need to roll. If you're worried about a complication, if you spend that luck point, you don't need to roll because that's all you needed. But you don't generate any momentum. Is the only problem. Yeah, is the only difference.
I got you.
But then there's no complication possibility.
Yeah, I'll just spend the luck.
Okay.
Give Za Goren a look like that wasn't hard.
All right. So you've opened this. All right, so you open this the latch on this, and so you can slide the door open at any time, and it does just seem to glide on a track. It's a very significant, I guess, because of the elevation. It's a pretty thick piece of glass, though. It doesn't look like it would be easy. Now that you're up close and kind of messing with it, seems to be pretty thick, right. Heavy piece of glass.
And this person is like behind something, or we can see her clearly, or
you can see it's kind of dimly lit, and you can see yes, you can see her clearly, and you look back at her now, and what first appeared to be a red Martian showering is now the nude figure of a yellow Martian, and appears the last remnants of this red coloring that she's in the shower washing off have been removed, and so
you guys all have the same ideas. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll motion to Za Goren, okay, now you can go grab her and cover her.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah. So I'll gesture you to open the door. Then I'm going to rush in.
You got
as
it.
Soon as you slide in.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So let's that'll probably be a contest. Yeah, if you wanted to physically get in there, probably might and daring. Yeah, that would probably be a good
okay.
A good way to do it. And she is going to oppose you with empathy and reason. Yeah, because you're trying to kind of ambush her. Yeah.
And I will spend a point of luck and make a roll.
Oh, all right.
So I can.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So this will be. Yeah. So you've got two successes already, and let's see how you do.
Oh my goodness, that's a ton of awesome successes right there.
Oh, nice.
So that's. What did we just say that was? Was daring and might?
Yes. Yeah, daring and might.
So that's. So did I need more than one success, or?
Yeah, you needed. Well, it's opposed, so you'll need. Okay. However many.
How many momentum did you get?
I got 4 momentum on that.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice. So empathy and reason, and we'll make this a little. So I'll spend a threat to give her one more.
Oh man! There you go.
One more D20. Oh, come on. Where's the tool? There we go. Okay. I'll spend a threat to give her one more one more d20 on this just to make it fun. And what? Sorry, I keep forgetting what she's rolling. Empathy and reason. All right. Oh no, yeah, she's only got one. One success, no momentum. So yeah, you. She doesn't cancel any of that. You can use or
bank it all.
Bank all of that.
Well, actually, I mean, can I?
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. If you want to, spend it to change the quality of what you do. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to completely then not. After I grab her, I want to completely take her to the ground and have her completely hand over her mouth so she can't make any noise and can't run.
Okay. Good. So how about one momentum for quiet and then one momentum for completely incapacitated? Because she'll fight. Okay. Yeah, she'll fight pretty hard. But you can easily overcome that with that spend. All right.
Well, my repressed upper class background forces me to rush into the room, grab a piece of cloth and drape it over her.
Right. Yeah, you find there's towels and a lot of things around the room. So nice.
What you people have against clothing, I will never know.
All right. And so you have she hasn't made a sound, and you have her completely kind of grappled and under your control, but she is giving you a fiery look in her eyes. She can't believe she's very outraged that
do we get any sense from her her build or her eyes or anything that this is the woman that we encountered in the desert?
Oh, right. Why don't you roll on that? That's a good idea. Yeah, so trying to so something like a cunning and empathy. Yeah, that would be good.
All right. Is 13. Hey, here. Got 2.
Oh, great.
And one of them generates momentum.
Nice. Yeah, since I guess it would be more difficult for you because you didn't deal as directly with her. You did get close when you were on the airship, but you didn't. Za had a lot more interaction with her. So you got that momentum. You needed those 2 successes, and you got a momentum from that. And you do recognize her as this is Scoma. This is the woman that you interacted with in the desert, and definitely Zhao. The right as he got close to her and saw her face, and also saw the fact that she was a red Martian, and now she's a yellow Martian. Immediately recognized.
So I know it
recognized
too.
Her. Yes, you know it too. Yeah, you kind of automatically knew it as soon as you were close enough. Even in this dim light, the look of her face and just everything was immediate.
I'll just lean in really close and growl very quietly. Is the girl here?
And she
send it with your mind. You can.
Oh, that's right. That's right. She just very simply says no. Telepathically, you hear her say no.
I'm going to lean forward and say, "We need the girl and the journals. For tonight, you learn to."
And she answers. She answers you. The plans have already been made for the exchange. The father has been notified this evening. We will meet them at the ruins of Korvas, of the city of Korvas.
And where's your lackey?
What's that?
Where's your lackey?
And just as you are asking that, you see a light in the adjacent room come on, and a Thark is patrolling the room. He's considered that he's given his a boss enough time to finish her shower, and the water seems to still be running. So he's examining the room. So I guess immediately connected to this bathing room is a bedroom. So you can see through windows. You're still in a darkened room, and you can see through the glass that would lead to that room that he is in there looking around.
Is it with him having her restrained?
Mm-hmm.
Would it be possible to just haul off and knock her out?
Oh, sure. Yeah. You could definitely incapacitate her. I don't, and because she's held, she's not going to have it. She's not going to be able to dodge or anything. So it will be just how successful you are, and also how successful you want to be to not do damage. Yeah. So you'll like basically be rolling. Well, no, I guess if you're calling it as just to incapacitate her, yeah, you'll still roll damage. So she'll take some sort of injury from that.
Okay.
But you can go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Would it be possible, because this is kind of my business, to do it as like sort of a cunning and reason, like something I learned that summer in Shanghai to do a man? Just
it's like a Vulcan neck pinch, like maneuver.
Exactly.
Sure. Yeah. If you want to, use your experience as a Spymaster.
So I'll also spend my one momentum.
Okay. For an extra die, or
for an extra die. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We got. Oh, I got a 20. Ugh.
Oh no.
But I did get 2 successes, one of which generated momentum. I think. Oh no, 2 generated momentum.
Oh, that's right, because they're both under. Yes, it's a double. Yeah, success. Okay, so a complication, but 4 successes, or a success and 3 momentum, basically. Because all you needed was the 1. So go ahead and roll a d6 as well to see what kind of damage to kind of your unarmed.
It's stuck in the tray.
Oh,
that's
no.
Hilarious.
It's got actual physics.
Oh, there's a reroll button, huh? 4. Well, that's the bad one.
That's a miss.
Oh, yeah. 4 is no damage. Yeah. So
but it might be good if you're just trying to knock her out. You didn't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I just trying to knock her out.
Yeah. So wow. So you successfully. So you strike her. It doesn't do any damage. Do you want to spend any of that momentum to give kind of an effect or a quality?
Yes, absolutely. How much do I need to spend to knock her out?
Let's see. Just an additional 1 is fine. So
all right.
Yeah, you knock her out, but that's interesting. So no injury though. No.
There was a complication though.
Yeah, that's right. So the complication is just going to have to be the smack was loud enough to get the attention of Jaggs. So now he seems to be
Damn it. Reason I did that.
towards the bathing room.
Well, Za Goren, time to add a name to your name.
All right. So you have so you have an unconscious yellow Martian, and you have a green Martian that's approaching the bathing chamber. And instead of entering the bathing chamber, he stops at a panel near the bed and seems to be interacting with it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm gonna hop to my feet, roar, and just charge into him and try to bash him into the wall and knock him down, or
bash him. Okay, and you've still got glass, like you've got another, like you've got windows, and there's obviously a door. Yeah,
that's not a problem.
Okay.
I'll run through those windows. I'm taking him down. We've gone from quiet to murder phase.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Yeah, I just want to plow through everything.
Okay. That's good. So roll.
Can I do passion and
might? Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. All right. And is this to attack him or just to get to him? Do you think
this will just be to get to him? Yeah.
Okay.
To see how effectively you get through everything, and if you've got you can spend momentum to kind of modify how effective it is, and how far you get. But he does. Yeah. So go ahead.
I'll spend a point of momentum to roll an extra dice. Just
good.
Because I want it. Oh, I'll spend another point of momentum. Okay, I've spent 2 momentum and still I got 2 successes.
All right. I guess. So that'll get you through, and then this won't be contested yet because you're just getting through the wall. But that's 2 successes. So you just burst Of course, the interior glass isn't as heavy as exterior, so you're able to just burst through the glass, and you're headed in the direction to tackle him. You just needed. So you got 2 successes on that.
Yes.
Okay. So you just needed the 1 to get through the glass. So you've got 1 momentum to spend, and then give me another roll for. Let's see. So what would be a physical tackle? I guess
Might and passion again, or
might and passion would do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, and that'll be against his.
Oh, oof. I should have spent things. There we go. That fixed the problem. That's 4 successes. Or
nice. Yes. All right. So let me double check. It was his defense. All right.
Yeah, so I generated 3 momentum if we're doing a contested thing.
This will be contested. Okay. So 3 momentum, and his defense be maybe might and empathy. Oh, it's only an 11. All right, and I'll use this threat again to give him an extra die. Just
gotta make him use it up, or a bunch of brainwashed cats are going to show up and murder us.
That's right.
It'll be flying cat.
Yeah.
All right, so he's going for an 11. Oh. Okay, so
oh no.
Yeah, that's actually oof. Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah, so that's actually 5. Yeah, 5 momentum.
Can I still spend momentum now to roll some more?
Yes, of course.
I will spend 1 more momentum here and roll. Oh, hey, look at that! That was perfect. That's 5 momentum that I generated.
Ooh, okay. All right. So I've got to either break this tie, or you.
Yeah, because it's 6. Or I got 1 success and 5 momentum. Right, that's how we're tracking it.
Oh no, the just total, like everything. Oh yeah, no, that's right, because it's difficulty.
6 total is what I got.
6 total, and I've got 5 total. But yeah, it's both difficulty 1, so basically it'd be 4 to 5. Yeah, so you've got 1. You've got 1 more then. Okay. So you successfully. There is no tie to break. You successfully do it, and why don't you roll some damage? From that assault. So
D6, right?
Yeah, D6, and you can add more D6s with momentum if you have any more.
Oh,
if you have.
Okay. Yes, I have a ton of momentum. So
right, and you have 1 more. So everything cancels out except 1. So you get 1 more from that successful.
Okay, so I'm up to 5 momentum then right now.
Oh, yes,
I'll roll my damage dice. That did not. That's a 3. That didn't do anything. So I will spend a momentum to roll another damage dice.
Okay.
That's a 4 that didn't do anything.
Okay.
I'll spend another momentum to roll another damage dice. There we go. That's an effect, at least.
Okay.
So I think 1 damage and an effect is good enough for me right now. I'm assuming the effect will be me tackling him.
Yeah, well, the effect will be it'll do other sorts of damage. So
that's the keyword stuff, right?
Oh yes. Well, I'm a crazy roaring man running at him. Do I give him a point of fear? Maybe.
Yeah, fear. Yeah, fear would be good. So he'll take a fear. Oh, let me get my little Post-its. Yeah, so he'll take a he'll take 1 to fear, and then how many actual damage? What was and then 1 damage?
1 damage.
1 injury. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and 1 injury. Okay, so you guys are engaged now. You haven't incapacitated him.
Nope.
You've tackled him, and so now you're going to be brawling with everything you got.
I have to give him a chance, or it's dishonorable. So
Oh right, yes, exactly. All right, and what is Klumpt doing as this glass is shattering and this melee is happening?
This seems like a battle of honor. So Von Klumpt is going to run past them.
Okay.
Into whatever the next chamber is, and I'm basically just burning through there trying to find the journal.
All right.
In case it's in here anywhere.
Sure. So why don't you roll maybe empathy and cunning? Yeah. So something that
empathy and
you're looking
cunning.
for something. Yeah.
13.
Yeah, give that a shot.
All right. Here we go. Oh. Okay. So I think watching you guys roll, maybe I misunderstood the momentum thing.
Mm-hmm.
If it's under your lowest attribute,
yes,
is that 2 momentum?
No,
yes,
yeah, 1.
Yeah, it generates. It's 2 successes, and then all successes over the target is, and you only needed 1. The difficulty is only 1, so all successes.
Okay, so I got 2 successes.
Okay,
one of them was under, so that's a momentum.
Yes. Yeah. So yes. Yeah. Right. 2 successes. Sorry. Let me look at. What did you roll?
I rolled a 1 and a 16, but the 1 is under my lowest.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So the 1. Yeah. That's a success and a momentum. Double success and so you only needed 1, so that generated a momentum. So you can use that to modify that success or just bank it.
Well, since he said I only needed 1, I'm going to bank it.
Okay. All right. And so you're glancing around while there's some green Martians rolling around. You take a quick look through the bedroom area, and you don't see anything. You don't see the journal anywhere. So there's no sign of the girl or the journal. If you're looking for all of the missing items.
How big is this house? Is it just like these 2 rooms kind of, or is
it's kind of like a just a bungalow. There's this bathing area, a bedroom, and then maybe like a little entryway.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much to it.
Basically, as long as they're still fighting, I'm going to just tear through her chambers like all the feds in every bad mafia movie.
All right.
And just try to find anything of value.
Sure. All right. Let's see. So, you were so successful. You were successful in not finding anything. Do you want to? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we don't need to roll on that. You don't find anything particularly useful
or incriminating.
Yeah. Oh, incriminating. Oh, that's a good point too. Let's see. Well, you do find some parts of obviously what she was using for her disguise, for her red Martian disguise, and it does seem very similar to what Tyrell offered to you, the same sort of dye. So you see that, and then parts. What's that?
She was wearing when we first encountered her, she was mask or something?
Yes. Yeah, so you can easily find in that room, you can find that kind of golden domino mask that she was wearing, and her
all right.
And the cloak and some of that golden harness and everything, because she would have left that.
All right, so I don't know how long their fight's going to go on, but my long-term plan is to get all of that into a carry bag or something that I can sling over my.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So you can easily you can easily round up everything you find. So what she was wearing and that pigment is easily grabbable. And before we start this first round of melee, that switch seemed to activate some sort of security at the bungalow itself. The whole thing seems to be raising kind of another level. You kind of feel yourselves ascending a bit. And now you notice there are now flyers that are patrolling outside of the residence, outside of this guest house. So it seems security has been notified. You're gonna have to make a sneaky, hasty retreat, or maybe get cornered.
Or if you can take this guy out fast enough, you become him, and we try to BS our way through this.
Oh man, yeah.
Well, I can't imagine we're having this discussion at this exact moment. We'll see what happens here.
Right.
Telepathy, man.
While me and this other guy are punching each other in the face. Okay.
Nice. This is gonna be brutal. All right. So we'll just do the rounds. Yeah. So Klümt isn't involved in the melee, so you can go ahead and gather everything up and kind of make your plans about what you want to do next. And so there's even going to be, depending on how many rounds this goes, there's even going to be time for you to transform if that's the idea. All right. So let's just do this. We'll just alternate, and we'll start with player first. So so what do you want to do?
Is he armed?
Yeah, he has a sword, and a dagger. So you'll be able to draw. A sword is not effective. Maybe only a dagger is effective in melee. A sword has a negative has a penalty in difficulty to use in melee.
I think I'm just gonna this guy is dishonorable. I just want to take him out. I think I'm not even switching to a weapon. I'm gonna try to beat him with my own, keep grappling with him, so hopefully he can't use his own weapons.
Oh, okay.
And I think I'm just gonna try to do the old German suplex maneuver and see how much. I'm just trying to wreck him with sheer strength, basically.
Okay, nice. All right. Yeah, so this will be contested. So let's see. Yeah, so we'll just do there's no advantage or disadvantage right now, so we're both just difficulty 1.
Okay.
And I guess
more might and passion because it's a
hug test? Yeah.
All right.
That sounds good. Yeah, and then he'll do. And I guess because they're just it'll be might and maybe empathy. He'll do. Okay.
Okay, and I'll spend 1 point of luck.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll also roll and try to see what I can do here.
All right, and
then I think I'll spend a point of momentum to roll another die. Okay, that's a lot of stuff I did. So let's see what that does. All right. So if I'm just counting successes, right? Or do you want me to count momentum I generated because it's one success?
Momentum. Yeah, okay. You only needed one success. Yeah, so take away one.
Is it equal or under the lowest stat?
I think it's equal or under. Yeah, let me double check the wording on that.
That makes the most sense for most of those.
Equal to or under, or less than.
Okay. So I generated 6 momentum.
Ooh, all right. That is going to do a lot. Okay, yeah. So he's going to have. Yeah, so his response will just be the 2. Ooh, thank God I didn't roll a 20. That was close. So he's got 2 momentum. Yeah.
Right.
3 successes.
So I beat him by 4. So I got him.
Yes. Yeah. So, because you had 6 total. Yeah. So that's 4 momentum. So yeah, you can decide if you want to spend any of that. You can.
I think I'm probably going to spend a lot of it right now on damage.
Yes.
I'm thinking.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So that's a 3. That's a 3 is no damage, right? So I'll spend 1 momentum to roll another damage dice. This feels familiar. And that's another blank. I'll spend another damage dice. Oh my God. Okay. That's at least some damage, and I'll spend 1 more. Wow, they're stacked on top of each other. That's amusing. All right, so I spent 3 momentum, and I got 2 damage out of it.
Okay, and what were the no specials? No
specials. That was a 2. Actually, no, wait. I'm sorry. I have a 5 also. So 5 is 1 damage and a special, right?
Okay.
So 3 damage and a special.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll just make that the ferocity of this attack. We'll just keep generating fear for your specials. So that could, shut him down either way. All right. Okay. So now he's going to come back at you. Yeah. We'll do a second. Yeah, and just keep alternating with rounds. Yeah. All right. So, in his dishonor, he's going to attack an unarmed. He's going to draw a dagger and attack an unarmed.
That sounds like him.
Yeah, an unarmed assailant. Okay. Right. Okay. So, and I'll spend maybe a threat. Whoops.
And what would I use for defense here?
So the standard, so probably what I was doing, might and empathy would probably be, or you can do.
Okay, that's cool. I'll go with that.
Okay.
That sounds. I can't just say everything's passion. That doesn't.
Right. Right. Okay, and so he's going to use cunning and daring. Oof. Okay. And with an additional die.
Oh.
Okay. And no, that's not below. So
I'm going to spend a point of momentum to roll another die.
Okay.
Hey, okay. And then so it's 2 momentum and I rolled a 20. So
and a complication. Okay.
Complication.
All right. Let's see. So that's I got 3 successes. No critical. So 2 momentum.
So we both got 2 momentum.
Yeah. So we're tied at 2 momentum, and there's a complication. Let's see here. But when I generate using a melee weapon, when I generate momentum, I gain an extra momentum. So actually, he's at 3. Because he's using a weapon with that forearmed, forearmed for war.
So he got it.
Yeah. So he'll triumph on that, and he'll have 2 momentum to spend. Is there anything? Oh, and when attacking dishonorably, from ambush after a truce, it's dishonorable. So he'll get one more D20 because it's dishonorable. Okay, so 1 more success, and then a bonus of 2 to the damage. So minus 2. So we were equal, and I got 2. There's 2 more momentum, so I've got 2 momentum to spend. So I'll do. A dagger is just 1. So I'll do 3. He'll do 3. D6s.
You're right there.
I'll be fine.
All right. So that's 2 damage, 2 injury, and then both of those are special. That does additional, right? If you roll with the dagger. Okay. Yeah. So 4. 4 damage. Yeah, 4 injury.
Ah.
That sounds bad.
Everything's fine. Right. We're fine here.
So he's being nice and dishonorable. Yeah, he gets that extra die for being a jackass. All right. So next round. Oh, a complication. That's right. We got a complication. Yeah. That's right. So yeah, what works for that? I think I'm just going to take that as threat. Because
so you can have a bunch of security come in a second here and say,
yeah. So you guys are 4. Yeah. So I'll just take that as a. Is it 1 point of threat or 2? Forget the. Let me just check real quick. I think it's just 1. Sorry. That's 2 threat. Yeah, I'll take 2 threat. Ooh. All right. Yeah, so 5. I'm back up to 5. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that complication because there's nothing good. I think we're still going to be engaged. Okay, so now it's your turn.
Well, he's stabbed me with the dagger. I was hoping to keep that from happening. So I guess I'll let go of him basically and try to draw my sword.
Oh, okay.
Can I attack him this round, or is that like my whole?
No, you can move. Yeah, you can. That can be your movement and your attack. That's fine.
Okay.
Because free action to draw your sword. So you move, draw, and attack. So that's fine.
All right, here we go. It's sword time.
All right.
Oh, I didn't even figure out what we were rolling here first.
Right.
Assuming it's standard.
Yeah, so, yes, cunning and daring. Yeah.
Okay, and I can replace passion, so it's a 13 I was going for. So I'll spend 1 momentum to get another. Okay, so that's 2 momentum I got on that attack.
Okay. All right, and sorry, his defense. Let's see. Yeah, his standard defense. I guess I'll do daring and passion. So 11. Nothing. Oh my god.
Right.
Yeah, nothing at all. Ouch.
Right, so I will
throw him off the edge.
That doesn't seem like an honorable way to murder him, though, Matt.
Right.
What? He's fighting the greatest foe, gravity.
All right. So yeah, what do you want to? So you've got swords. You've got 2.
Yeah, so I'll roll those. We'll see what happens here.
Okay.
That's 2 damage, 3 damage, and a success. I'll spend 1 of the momentum I just got to roll another damage dice, and that's another damage. And with swords are deadly, so it's 6 damage. Is what it came out to you, right? 2 for the 2. Oh, this was a 4. That's a miss.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. 4 damage. I don't know how to read dice.
Okay, and any effect? Was there any 5s or 6s?
Yeah, there was a 6, but with swords it just becomes damage. So that's what I was.
Oh, that's right. I
did 3 damage and an effect, which whatever.
Sharp. That's right. Good sharp. Yeah. Okay, so 4 damage. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. All right, and and you knew this was coming, so you bring a sword and he brings a pistol. So you guys are
we just keep one up at each other.
Paper pulls out 4-armed creatures.
Yeah.
All right, so he draws his pistol out, and we'll do standard. Melee, but because he's so cunning and daring, but he's doing it dishonorably, so he'll get an extra D20 20, so 13. And I'll do no, he's already got the thing. I'll just do the 3. So 13. Oh my god. So 2 successes. 2 successes, one success and 1 momentum, because it's difficulty 1, and then you roll to oppose that. Daring and passion or daring and empathy.
I will go with daring and passion. Oh, I think that's 3 or 2. Let's see, daring and passion is 13, which is what I rolled with that one. So yes, that's 2 momentum.
Okay, so 1 success and then 2 momentum.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you so you beat his shot. So his shot goes wide and no.
So,
no
normal
damage, right?
defense stuff. You can spend a momentum in melee to make another attack back. Can I do that in this case?
Yes,
too?
you can counter strike. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can counter strike, and it doesn't take up your action next round. So yes,
I'll spend the momentum I just generated to attack him back.
All right. Yeah. So swing that sword. Yeah, after defending a roll to take an immediate conflict action. All right.
Ooh, I like that. That is 3 momentum.
Oh, all right. Let me see. I just got.
Actually, let me make sure I'm not cheating here. I have my character sheet a different thing. It is 2 momentum because it's
okay.
Cunning and passion. My cunning's 5, not 6. So yeah.
All right. Yeah. So he only gets 1. He just gets a success, no momentum.
Okay.
So you can roll damage on that. So his pistol shot misses, and you return it. Return the favor with a sword. 2
damage.
Okay. All right.
Is he bleeding?
Yes. Yeah. That last slash with the sword did considerable. He staggers a bit after that first or that last. After the last attack, he staggers a bit back, and you can see, he's a bit bloodied.
Well,
yes.
Here's hoping I can run him through. I'll try to drive the sword home.
All right. Yeah. So for the next attack, all right. Yeah. Yes. Do your attack roll, and I'll try to defend. Let's see.
I'll spend a point of momentum again. This is an interesting system. Oh, I bumped the wrong. Oh well. Okay. I got 2 momentum on that.
Ooh, all right. So I'm gonna spend a threat to give him another die on this defense, and so just daring and passion. Yeah, these are not good. He's not very defensive. Oh, 0. Again. Ouch. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, so roll the damage.
Okay, so let me get my 2 momentum, trying to track all this and not get confused. All right. So I roll two 6-sided dice for 2 damage. I'll spend momentum to roll another dice for 2 more, so 4 more damage.
Oh, all right. So he goes down. Yeah, you run him through, and he slides off of the blade. He's incapacitated. He's injured and incapacitated. So 3. Still breathing. And just as you run him through, the security actually bursts into the bedroom door. And yes.
Like I'm trying to vision how their honor system works. Should I kill him right now, or would it be dishonorable now that I've beaten him down to this point? Like, I should dispatch him, right? I'm trying to think like how
they're kind of savage. You probably would.
Yeah, I would think that I should at this point. It's not like, oh well now it's wrong to kill him type of thing. We were fine to the death. Okay.
Right, but before you get a chance to do that, you've got security in there, and they're gonna take shots at you. Before you would be able to do that. So it's up to you whether you want to get out of the way of those shots or stand there and.
I'm going to kill him. So yeah, I'll take the shots. I suppose is what's going to happen.
Oh, okay. Oh man! All right. Okay, so there are 4.
Did they come in the way we came in, or did they come in?
They came in the opposite, like actually the front door. So yeah, through the entryway, and then came into the bedroom. So they're on kind of the opposite side of the residence as you are.
Would you say that they are minions?
Yes, they would be. They would be minions.
Okay. Well, whenever I can get a turn in, I'm going to try to incite a riot.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so first, if you're going to stand, they're kind of ambushing. So if you're just going to stand, I guess you would get a dodge. You're not just going to take the bullets. You'll definitely get a dodge opposed roll, but they're gonna be 4 guys shooting at you and making you afraid with their.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Their rifles. 2 damage and two damage dice and fear effects. Okay. Let me get through. Let me get through to these guys. All right. Okay, so they're.
Are you doing it as a group, or is it like?
Yeah, it's just gonna be one roll. The damage will be as a group. The damage will be a multiple shot. So it's gonna be a lot of shots. They may not all hit, and the attack is just gonna be rolled together. So they're gonna get one opposed roll, all of them against you. So it's just their one standard.
Gotcha.
Ranged. So cunning and reason. Oof. Okay. And okay.
So
and
should I say now if I'm going to use luck before I know what they roll, or should I?
It just has to be before you roll.
Okay.
So I'll roll first, and if you want to wait and see my results, yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'm not going to spend any threat because they have fanatic loyalty, so they'll get an extra D6 protecting their superiors. So I'll do 3, and I'm rolling 10. One success, but it's so one momentum.
Momentum. Okay.
Yeah, so one success, and generates only 1 momentum.
I will spend my last point of luck.
Okay.
And then roll here and see if I can turn this whole thing around somehow. And I'm assuming I'm rolling passion and cunning.
Yeah.
Is that or daring? They're the same for me, but
yeah, daring and passion, or daring and empathy, whichever.
Ooh,
defense.
I'll do daring and empathy, or passion and. I'll do passion and daring.
Okay.
Hey, that's so that's 3 momentum I generated.
Oh, okay. All right. So I only generated 1, so so they miss. They all miss. And so you can.
Can I use a point of momentum to attack them again right now? Is like the
you can counter strike. Yes, you can counter strike.
This is an interesting combat. All right,
you can.
I will.
Yeah. So you you have that. However much. So I only had 1 momentum. You generated 3 from that.
Yeah, so I got 2 out of it, and then I just spent 1 to do this.
Okay. All right.
Uh-oh.
And
this is not nearly as good. Oh, that's 2 18s. I got 0.
Oh, okay. And they
got any
momentum? They got 0 as well, though. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I could spend another momentum. I'll spend 1 more point of momentum. Maybe I'll get a success.
Okay. Yeah, all you need is 1.
Ooh, hey, that's a point of momentum generated too.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, so that so you win that combat, so you can roll damage on the minions, and you can also spend momentum to take out additional minions. There's four. There's 4 total security.
Oh, that's 4 damage.
Oh,
with a sword.
Okay. So 4 security come in with rifles. And I forgot. You generate an extra momentum too because of your forearm.
I keep forgetting that.
Yeah. So any success with a weapon, an honorable weapon, and you generate an additional success. Or no, I don't think honorable is a thing, but any
when I'm using melee weapons.
Yes. So you got an additional success. So yeah, if you did 4 damage, that that disables all this security.
Oh man, I didn't get to do my thing.
You didn't get to do anything.
Oh man.
And then my action will be to kill
Jaggs?
Jaggs.
Okay. Yeah, so Jaggs is still unconscious on the ground, and so you're just gonna run him through. That's not gonna that doesn't need a roll or anything.
Well, while he's doing that, I'm literally dragging the unconscious lady to the security skiff.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, the your ride is returned. Yeah. So that maintenance flyer is now outside of the balcony where you're at. They've noticed they heard the gunfire and commotion, and they're there to give you a.
I honestly didn't think they'd come back.
Yeah,
they want that extra quarter of.
All right. Well, I guess I don't have to learn how to fly one of these.
Yeah. And frantically, the Red Martian's kind of frantically gesturing for you guys. Come on! I can't wait here. You hear barking in your head.
I'm gonna kind of fireman carry her and bound into their little flying ship.
Okay. Oh man. All right. And do you want to? I don't know exactly how Za wants to operate with fallen foes, but is there any mementos or souvenirs you want to claim from Jaggs?
Well, let's see.
Rip a tusk out. Rip a tusk out.
No, that seems like too barbaric to me. I think I'll just
Zordangan.
Can you take his harness thing?
I think I'll take the blade that he actually cut me with.
Oh, okay. All right.
The one thing he did that drew blood, I'll take that from him.
Nice. Okay.
And then, do I have to make a crazy leap to get on the ship?
No, he actually pulled right up to the balcony, so yeah, you can get out fairly easily. And so before anyone else arrives, you guys can get out of there. So you make it to the maintenance flyer, and he gets you right on the outside of the inner walls of inner helium. So you're right out. So you're right on the outside in outer helium, right on the same side as the residence, the scientist's residence. So you can.
What do we have to pay you to take us to Korvas?
Oh, I'm afraid that's a bit above my my area of expertise. I'd have to consult with my comrades. We'll be in touch, and he just leaves you guys.
I'll give him the rest of his money.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Great. He's much appreciated. We'll be in touch, and flies off.
So now we're on the streets with a naked hostage. Is this correct?
Well, no, I put a thing over it. I got
it's true.
I'm the same with an unconscious hostage. Okay.
Right. Yes.
Let's.
So a yellow Martian. You're gonna get back. Yeah, head back
to
the
bound over to what's his name's house.
Yes. Right.
I guess I'll waddle over there. I don't get it bound. Like, cool guy.
Right.
You got a cut. You should get that looked at.
I'll be fine.
All right.
So for the record, I was gonna talk those guys out of it. And then you ripped them all into pieces.
They shot me.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, the combat in this game is ridiculous.
Yes, it is. It's a very, very extreme.
If you roll good, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, and you can spend points to add more dice, which you usually end up generating like a success.
Yeah.
And I've been rolling under my number a lot, so they've been generating 2. So it's like I spend a dice to get 2 points back, and it's like this is a good system.
Yeah, it keeps feeding the momentum. Yeah. So yeah, extended combat can really carry along. It gains momentum.
Yes, it does.
All right. We don't need 2 of these. All right. Yeah. So you make it safely back to the residence, and immediately you're greeted by the father, and he's like, is that Tira? Is that have you brought? And he immediately notices you have a yellow Martian.
This is the one called Scoma.
I see. Oh, I see the woman, but she's an Okar. I believe we were confronted by a red Martian.
I'll reach over and run a thumb up Matt's arm, rub the red stuff off, and show it to him.
I see. So she was in disguise this entire time as well. So we may have and yet another spy in our hands. So I don't understand what why would she be deceiving the Eidolon as a red Martian? Or this is much beyond anything I can understand.
She was living in the guest house of some wealthy individual. We didn't actually get far enough to who.
right.
And so she may have a patron up to nefarious plots.
I see. And did you find any sign of my journals?
No, and I looked. So I think our next move was the camp, correct?
Well, yes. In fact, we have
that they already had set up the trade with the dad at what's it called?
Oh yeah, you talked to them.
Yeah.
Yes. So I shortly after you left, I received a message. A messenger arrived with the conditions of prisoner exchange, and I was hoping, upon your return, seeing that you had a woman in your possession, that you had actually foiled this plot. But it seems that we will be meeting them at the ruins of the city of Korvas to make this exchange. They have offered to return my daughter in exchange for my assistance at the ruins.
Or I have all her stuff and a giant green four-armed Martian.
Yes, you do.
We could pretend to be her.
Uh-huh. Yes.
What am I calling you now, Za Goren? Are you adding suffixes, things?
Oh, right.
I'm Jag Za Goren now.
Whoa, excellent.
That's long.
Excellent.
Is that right?
Still call me Goren.
We've been in battle together. Okay.
Wow.
So, would this be an okay time? Like, pause?
Oh, of course. Yeah. This is a perfect time to take a break. Yeah, this is a great moment to. Yeah, because especially if you have a plan, if you want to execute a disguise plan, yeah, we should spend some time figuring out how that works. Yeah, this is a perfect time to break. Right.
My blood's all hot from all the murder. I can't stop.
Yeah.
I have to go.
Wow. Yeah, we got all that momentum. Damn. Oh, yeah. And that's right. You lose one of those.
I lose some momentum. Okay.
Yeah.
Even though you had a sword, I'm picturing like a Wookiee ripping things apart. You know, that's just how it seemed like you just went in there.
I imagine there's a lot of pieces.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that was brutal. And this is amazing. I had no idea. It's funny too, if Klümt wouldn't have been a spy master, this would not. You'd have nothing you could do, at this point, except like kind of hold her at gunpoint. But yeah, interesting. I can't wait to see how this takes place at the ruins.